I would like to see a story that takes place a little bit more similar to, let's say, Tales from Vader's Castle, but through T3's little, servos and its voice box, tells a tale about a group of young Jedi Padawans that travel to a temple secluded from their masters. They're immersed in the elements. They have their teachings. They have, their knowledge. They have the Force. They have each other, and they're surrounded by these ancient things. Now it is a time of wavering, of gray areas, of the Jedi are many, the Sith are many, and sometimes Jedi, they stray from the path, and these Padawans are left on their own, and maybe they don't follow their doctrines all to the point. So maybe there's some things that go against the Jedi code, maybe there isn't. These are teenagers, some of them are knights, but they're in their 20s. It's a whole thing. Maybe the knights look over the Padawans, maybe the Padawans are left on their own, however it goes. But they're in this Jedi temple far off in the galaxy. Maybe the name of it has been lost to time. When suddenly, some of these young Jedi start to go missing. And when they're found mangled. They're found deceased. They're found somehow covered in rocks when the rocks were another few paces away. Was it a rock slide, or was this some kind of twist of fate, sick twist of fate that took their fellow from them? And as the story goes on, we begin to learn there's a killer amongst these Padawan. Something lurking in the shadows that moves in darkness, that moves with malice, that moves silently. And it begins picking off these Padawans until soon they realize that their temple has been infiltrated by a Dark Lord of the Sith, full of rage, undying, and unstoppable. Similar to Friday the 13th, films like that, this slasher seems to take more than a normal amount of damage. I'd like to see a scene where we see the Jedi corner the killer. They see his mangled face, his cracked skin, his red pulsating eye with a milky iris in the middle, his teeth grit, his blood red saber at the ready, and they begin to fight this man. And they realize he is not the best swordsman, but he is an unrelenting force. So they call upon their teachings, they call upon what their masters have given them, and they take defensive forms, and they strike with opportunity. And soon, one of their strikes lands across this assailant's wrist. It glows golden and yellow and flakes away with ashes that turn to nothing. But the limb doesn't fall. The Padawans have celebrated too soon. And suddenly, the one who landed the strike is pulled into the fist of this assailant and shoved through with a lightsaber. So, that is basically where I want to go. And as the story continues, we realize that this is Darth Sion, the undying Sith Lord, who maintains his form through pure rage, pure anger. And these Padawan, maybe they make it out, maybe they don't. I don't know.